Greetings in Christ, Mosaic. It's an honor to serve you in this way. Thank you for the opportunity. The theme we're exploring is waiting against the odds. Two passages inform our thoughts for this brief meditation. Psalms 27, 13 and 14, and Isaiah 40, 31. I will be reading from the New Living Translation. Psalms 27, 13, 14. Yet I am confident I will see the Lord's goodness while I am here in the land of the living. Wait patiently for the Lord. Be brave and courageous. Yes, wait patiently for the Lord. Isaiah 40, 31. But those who trust in the Lord will find new strength. They will soar high on wings like eagles. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not faint. The idea of waiting in our day and age does not seem like a very likable or pleasant idea. It's one of the hardest ministries to engage in, this ministry of waiting, let alone when the odds are against us. On the one hand, we are prone to instant this and instant that, and with technological advances, it feels more like immediately this and immediately that. Not that I oppose technology. Yet this idea of waiting is one we really do not enjoy. Why should I have to wait for something to arrive when I could just download a copy of it and have it at my disposal immediately? Oftentimes, in the most difficult circumstances, it is not the waiting that is necessarily bad, but the uncertainty of not knowing that is the most difficult part of waiting. On the other hand, waiting in anticipation of, say, a meal well prepared invites and draws us in an almost wooing manner. We anticipate the deliciousness of the meal to be savored in the company of family, friends, or neighbors. Or waiting for a loved one to arrive home after a period of time away creates energy, excitement, and anticipation of being reunited. Or perhaps waiting for the payoff in demanding work put in on a given project, or whether it's our health or other engagement, can be satisfying and rewarding. The challenge of immediacy, however, is that we must be mindful of how it forms and shapes our thinking, attitudes, and beliefs. So why is waiting so hard at times? Why even wait when the odds are against us? Psalms 27:13, the psalmist expresses confidence in his waiting. What is he confident about? Yet I am confident I will see the Lord's goodness. Earlier in the Psalms, he had expressed trust that Yahweh will provide victory against his enemies. He had expressed his desire to dwell in Yahweh's presence in the temple, repeating his belief that Yahweh will give him victory. So he has this confident trust in Yahweh's goodness. But let's note something. This connection between his confidence in Yahweh and what he believes about Yahweh. Earlier in the chapter, verse 1 of Psalms 27, he says this: "The Lord is my light and my salvation. So why should I be afraid? The Lord is my fortress, protecting me from danger. So why should I tremble?" It would seem that his confidence arises from his belief and trust in the nature of who God is. Is it possible that what we believe about who God is for us is a critical piece in our waiting against the odds? For the psalmist, the Lord is his light and salvation, so why should he be afraid? God is his fortress, protecting him from danger, so why should he tremble? What about us? Who is the Lord for you? How does that inform your trust, confidence, and posture during times of waiting, especially when the odds are against you? The psalmist goes on to offer counsel in verse 14. Wait patiently for the Lord. Be brave and courageous. Yes, wait patiently for the Lord. It's out of this confident belief and trust in who God is that the psalmist encourages others to wait patiently on the Lord. Now notice, this waiting is an active waiting that invites one to be brave and courageous. This idea here of being brave and courageous is in the sense of taking hold of or clinging to that which you have placed your confident trust in. This waiting confidently, bravely, or courageously does not guarantee a given or anticipated outcome. So what does it mean for us if a desired outcome does not turn out like we had hoped for? How does it affect our trusting and waiting? It's easy to be moved by circumstances or situations that do not turn out like we expected. We may strive and work and seek to get things to go our way. We may even find ourselves at times taking matters into our own hands. When this happens, and it happens to all of us in one way or another, how can we return to a place of confident trust? The prophet Isaiah in Isaiah 40:31 says that those who trust in the Lord will find new strength. They will soar high on wings like eagles. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not faint. It's interesting to note here that in this text that trust in the Lord is about finding new strength. It's about not growing weary or faint, but flourishing in the midst of difficulty, pain, and loss. Waiting against all odds seems to be more about who we are leaning on in times of trouble than trying to get a certain outcome. To be sure, outcomes are important and necessary. Yet our waiting is not dependent on these. Our waiting is our trust in the Lord. Beloved, let us remember then to wait patiently, bravely, and courageously on God when the odds are against us. God is trustworthy, and God will do what is just and right. Blessings of confident trust as you wait on the Lord.